Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Leadership Stories. In our last few episodes, we talked about what is the larger purpose of leadership and what does a leader do. So we accepted that a leader sets a common purpose and then gets his followers or people in his or her team to collaborate. Well, that is the bigger picture. But how does a leader execute his or her plans? How does a leader get to do what they have to do and accomplish stated outcomes or goals? So, most people realize, or most sensible, educated people realize, that there are three finite resources, that is, energy, time, and money. Most people also accept that energy and money can be managed. You can acquire them, you can get them. What is not negotiable and easily acquirable is time. So, managing time is the most important task for most good leaders. And look around you. The greatest leaders in the world are ultra focused. They are high priority people. That is, they prioritize their work, their time extremely well. Let's take some examples. The first CEO and founder of Infosys, N.R. Narayan Murthy, entertains himself by doing mathematics problems, complex mathematical problems for fun. Otherwise, he is completely focused on his job. Look at great cricketers who have either come from my city of Bengaluru or played here extensively. For example, Virat Kohli and Rahul Dravid, both are ultra focused. So we now accept that good leaders prioritize what they need to do or have to do and focus on outcomes. There couldn't be a better example than the former American president Dwight Eisenhower. Eisenhower, remember, was the supreme commander of the Allied forces during the Second World War. And he had to make hundreds of decisions a day. Depending upon his decisions, his troops were successful, unsuccessful, held on to their life, or died in battle. And so these were critical decisions that he and his generals had to make. And in a high hierarchy environment like the armed forces, orders are sacrosanct. And so Eisenhower was always pressed to make the right decision. So we have the Eisenhower matrix. And it is not very complicated. Dwight Eisenhower says, do the most urgent and important things first and get them out of the way. Do not waste time on non-entities or decisions that do not have a large impact on your final outcomes. Good, succinct advice. So we move on to the fact that leadership is also about decision making, managing change, and how you do it. And you have several pronunciations on this. Another great American general, George Patton, said, a faulty plan executed today is better than a great plan executed next year. So many times leaders get into action paralysis. That is, they do not act. So eventually, we must accept that leadership is action oriented. You need to see leader acting. They just can't keep planning, prioritizing, and so on and so forth. And it is only the people who act and take that element of risk when they act and are able to live with the consequences eventually move on to become great leaders with great outcomes and make a difference to whatever they're trying to make a difference to. Thank you very much.